All right, we're talking about chapter 4 for the book masterclass on radiant relief with Brendon here. Brendon, chapter 4, a vision and model for disruption. Tell us a little bit about the essence of that chapter. What disruption do you envision?
Well, my goal is to change fundamentally how we understand and how we treat chronic pain in our country and throughout the world. And you know, that is not an easy task to do because, you know, as we've talked about, there's such institutional ingrainment around certain therapies. The drug companies are obviously one of the most significant players in the healthcare industry. And so changing that is not an easy task to do. And I mentioned this a little bit in the last chapter, but seeing that this therapy really worked very effectively, but realizing it was really about how do we bring it to market in the right way. I spent a lot of time really kind of thinking about, okay, if it works, what are the ways that we can model the business so that we can make it accessible, affordable, scalable, and really help make it effective. And so that vision started with, you know, the idea that people spend money for a variety of things, hearing aids in particular, and they're willing to spend money to get out of pain if this therapy really works. And so I built really just, I guess, a different business concept, which is a direct-to-consumer business around this technology. And because I wasn't trying to integrate it into an existing world of healthcare with, you know, economic drivers and operating structures, I was able to think from a blank slate and to say, what is the business structure and what is the delivery model that's going to give the best chance for the best results and the best experience to our clients. And so it allowed us to think totally novelly, totally, fresh with fresh eyes about how do we build this. And so that vision, the business model is built specifically to deliver this care in the most effective way, to make it accessible, to make it affordable, and then to create the foundation upon which we can really scale and build a business.
And what does that look like today? So as I understand, you've got a center in Oregon, is that correct, Portland?
Yeah, a couple pilot centers in Oregon, and we've just, again, probably talk about this a little bit later, but, we're in the process of raising capital for this so that we can expand it and grow it. The business model, though, is one center with 4 devices in that center. Because in that structure, we create, from a business standpoint, a cost structure that's fixed, and we're able to see a lot of clients through that, which means that we can keep the cost low, making it affordable and still have enough margin to be profitable as a company.
Or you could just partner up with Starbucks and throw a bunch of machines in a corner and, hey, you go in the morning, you get your coffee and you get your pain relief.
Yeah, exactly.
Right before you go to work.
Starbucks I love the Starbucks story. I live in Oregon and we have awesome coffees up here. So I don't always drink Starbucks coffee. We have so many great local roasters and things, but Starbucks changed fundamentally how we think about coffee. They changed what we're willing to spend for it. They created a whole experience around it. And they didn't do that by selling a better coffee product to the local diner and having the diner sell it. They created the experience. And that's exactly what we're intending to do with Radiant Pain Relief Centers. And that's why I wrote the book in part 2, is because opening clinics, takes hiring people and training them and building the center. That's not an overnight process, but we can start the messaging and start setting the expectation now.